Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is the series where I try to improve by 1% every day, and this is around day 12. So, the key lesson I learned from today is that you need to learn when to cut your losses. So, what really happened today was like tariffs have been the reason this came on was because tariffs have been like a big deal recently because of Trump, like high tariffs. And then everything, like the stock market's been dropping, and I had a lot of money invested, and it just kept dropping. And I was like, no, I'll wait for it to come back, right? I'll wait for my stocks to bounce back. And they were in retail. Um, and then I hear today that China is getting like a huge tariff, right? Like an 100% tariff or something, whatever my dad said. Um, and that's really going to hurt the retail stores that I was in. So although I was already down like 30% on my money and I was just going to wait it out and get my money back, what I realized is it's probably going to drop again tomorrow. It's going to get worse. So, although I'm one of the guys that say, like, hold, buy when there's blood in the water, right? And just watch your money come back. Right now, I'm realizing it might not be worth it. Even for long term things, I know it is going to be down tomorrow. So, what's the point of holding? Right? What's the point of holding it? Sometimes you just need to get into a better option. Like, I need to get into a better stock that will bounce back better. Or I need to get in an inverse leverage something that will go up while the market goes down. So it's like sometimes you just got to learn to cut your losses on these things. Even if you're like, I've sunk so much time and money into this endeavor or stock, sometimes it's just not worth it to keep going. If you know it is going to be worse the next day, like that's not the thing, but like training or anything, if you know it's going to be worse, if you know you're going to lose something if you keep progressing, then why are you holding? Right? And that's the same thing with people. Sometimes people do some things and you're like, I don't know if it's good to keep being around these people, right? You're like, ah, oh, but I've known them for 5 years and they've been my good friend for a while, but then they're doing some things that are starting to really annoy you, right? Or they're starting to become like a person you don't want to be around. Like sometimes you just have to cut your losses. If it's people, money, whatever. Sometimes you have to say, okay, I know I've put a lot into this, but now I have to learn that I just have to cut it off, right? I'm going to say, I'm going to lose more in the future. And this time that I could have spent with this person or this money that I would have lost, right? Or just sat in there can go to a better place and get me more in the future. So that's really what I'm going at right now. I cut my loss in the stock market today. I'm not out of the stock market. I just cut my loss in like a ton of the retail things, and then I moved over to something that was a little more inverse leverage and buying puts, if you know what those are. Um, and then it's also with people. At some point in the future, I'm gonna have to start cutting my losses with people. It's like they're not people I want to be around anymore, and I don't want to have to use my time to be around them, right? Or people you put effort into like having like you back, right? And they don't. There's no reason like here, there's no strategic advantage to keep putting time into something that is lost, right? It's just gone. So don't put time into it, cut your losses. Um, and then also why I guess I improved today. I slept in a lot. I slept until 6. Actually, I'm really glad I woke up at 6 because I got to be gone at 6:30. Because I set an alarm, like I kept moving back my alarm. Then I accidentally set it for like while it was like 6:05, I accidentally set it for 6 a.m. And then the alarm didn't go off. And I looked again. Well, yeah, and I looked again like later, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. And I was so happy because my alarm next to my bed's 30 minutes ahead of time. I was like, it's 6:37 or something. I was like trying to scramble out of bed. Um, but yeah, I woke up late and then I kind of like locked in at school today for a little while. I was still joking with friends, but really the way that I found to like focus better is I just listen to music. I always have my AirPods with me. which is kind of like antisocial, but whatever. And then I tutored for a little bit. There was no tennis today, so I practiced driving a little bit. And then what else? I worked out a little bit. Not nothing too crazy though, which I'm gonna try to wake up earlier tomorrow, which I know I say every day, but I'll try to wake up earlier tomorrow. Like I set my first alarm for 4:20 a.m. and we're gonna see if I can get up, and if I can, I'm gonna start working on my pull-ups a little bit more, my like pull-up endurance, and just working on my back and everything around there. Um, yeah, and then I got some homework done. So I didn't really do. I spent a lot of time on YouTube today. Again, once again, I really want to fix this problem, but then at the same time, like I'm always so motivated. Like I feel motivated. I'm like, I know what to do, right? I can go do it. But then my phone's there and I'm like, I pick it up and I'm like, yeah, let me watch YouTube. Like screen time, go away for 15 minutes. And it goes 15 minutes. And that 15 minutes goes so fast, I tell you. And then I say, another 15 minutes. By the time I'm done, it's been an hour. And I don't really have that much time at home at night. And an hour is a lot of time. So I lose a lot of time to YouTube. Maybe I actually need to set like a screen time password, so I actually have to like type in a password. It's probably not going to stop me from using screen time, but maybe it'll slow me down a little bit. And my YouTube Shorts feed isn't even good. That's the problem. I don't get anything good. I get like those videos that are like a movie read by like an AI person. They're like, the boy walked into the store and then gunshots appeared or something. And it's just like an AI narrating a movie. That's really all I get. Um, so I'll keep working. I guess I could say I improved today because of the lesson learned to just cut my losses. Um, it's a tough lesson. It is a tough lesson to get used to and to learn, and I probably still have to keep learning how to properly cut my losses for the next years to come. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, if anyone made it to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.